Hi, smiley girl. Hi, smiley girl. Good morning. We are on a morning walk. The first morning walk of the new year. And the first lone morning walk in a while. We fell off the bandwagon for a while, which was nice. Just kind of lounging around, eating too many snacks, baking a lot of cookies, enjoying Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that. So I'm not complaining, but it's a new year. It's time to get back to it. I still have fitness goals, and now that I feel recovered after postpartum and then after having surgery, some of my goals this year are cut down on screen time, work out once a day, even if it's just walking. But I got a bike seat for Alice for my bike, so we're gonna start biking and then lifting weights again, doing some HIIT exercises. I need to start training Elliot more. I fell off the wagon with him big time. I had him really good and then just kind of got lazy, and now he's not a bad dog, but he's not like super well trained anymore, which kind of sucks. But so when I was on here last, I was talking about a possible hernia, and then I kind of stopped posting. And so it turns out I got an ultrasound and a CT scan, and it turned out to be a dermoid cyst on my right ovary. And I guess it was pretty big because my OB said that we needed to remove the whole right ovary. So that was sad. I kind of had to process losing my ovary, which I know I still have another one, which most likely works completely fine. But I don't know, it just kind of, it was like one of those real life moments, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but I dealt with that, got the surgery, it went well. The recovery time wasn't long at all. The first day afterwards was probably the most painful, but I was stressing out so hard about that surgery because she's still breastfed, so I was like, I don't pump, and so I had to like really be dedicated to pumping every day leading up to that, and I got like a pretty good system down. My right arm got tired. Anyways, so I was able to pump enough. I ended up not taking the painkillers that they gave me afterwards. I only took one like in the hospital, and then I just fed her the pumped milk until that was out of my system, and then just went back to regular feedings. Sorry, my dog is an absolute psycho. How you doing, Lance? Okay. So we're back home. My dad caught up with us on our walk, so I abruptly switched sceneries, but I'm going to make some coffee and breakfast, and Alice is going to play a little bit, and I'll catch up with you guys. This is a perfect cup of coffee, by the way. My couch is a mess. I'm not going to say it's not normally in a mess because it usually is covered in baby things, but yesterday we had a tornado watch, so I had everything kind of packed up in case the warning came on. We had to go next door. the whole tornado thing's still pretty new to us. It's not that scary. It's just like, you don't really know what to expect. Like, I've never had tornado watches to get ready for, so it's like, I don't know. It's kind of interesting just choosing things that you know you're gonna need for the next maybe day, like if something were to happen, and everything else you kind of just like come to peace with, like, oh, if I lose it, I lose it. So what are you doing? You're so cute and smiley. I'm not ready to go back to my pre-wedding keto weight loss diet anymore, and plus I'm breastfeeding, so I mean, my milk supply is my most important thing to me, so I'm just gonna kind of eat a little bit healthier, try to eat more fruits and vegetables, less bread, less junk. I had some yogurt and blueberries this morning, which I just didn't feel like making eggs and stuff, so whatever it is. Why are you so cute? Why are you so cute? You're so cute. I want to do at least one greeting card a week and then start posting them on my Etsy store front. I got 3 done the other day, which was nice. Yeah, it was nice. You are so cute. Yeah, you are. Look at your little foot. Look at your foot, Bubba's. It looks like a Dr. Seuss foot. I can't even focus. So our main focus right now is what are you doing? Is that your yellow ball? Getting Alice to sleep in her crib for naps for now. I was up in the air about whether I do for sleep too. I have no problem co-sleeping with her still, but it just seems like she's not comfortable anymore. She's like waking up ready to play at 4 a.m. or just like being a WWE fighter in the middle of the night and like breaching up, doing flips like whales, and like has to lay on me, off me, all around. It's just like, she doesn't seem comfortable. And then for naps, it's like she's getting too big to be held the whole time. Like, and I don't know, I think it's wearing on me to have to just set aside an hour, give or take. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Dancing! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! We're dancing! Yeah! Dancing! Yeah! Dancing! Yeah! Woo! Oh my goodness. But anyways, it's just kind of like hard to set aside, just stop what I'm doing when it's nap time and just sit for an hour or more while the dishes are piling up, or while, you know, I have things I could be doing. So yesterday was our first day of kind of nap training, I guess. I decided to do, I don't know if it's the pick up, put down, I don't know, like pretty much I just read her a story, put her in her sleep sack, rock her until she's about, you know, pretty much asleep in my arms, but, you know, not completely, and then I set her down. I mean, every time I put her down, she will wake up, but yesterday, you okay? That was a good save. That was a good save. I saw that. So yesterday we tried for like 3.5 naps. So she was really, really tired around 9. And I wasn't planning on putting her down until 11 because that's when she's usually been going to sleep. But I tried to put her down anyways about 9, but it took like an hour of every time she stood up in the crib, I'd lay her back down and I'd say, I love you, it's time to go to sleep. And then, yeah, I love you. And it just was that for an hour until finally she just cried herself out pretty much. Like, it wasn't like screaming, it was just protesting like, Mom, I want to fall asleep in your arms. What are you doing? This mug I got for free at the antique mall in Franklin. They were like, if there's a pottery place and they put out free pottery. So some random child, I'm assuming from the writing on the bottom, made this cute little cow mug, and I love it. It took an hour to put her down for her first nap. I waited for about 10 minutes to make sure she was asleep, left the room. 5 minutes later, she was awake. And I tried to put her back to sleep, and she just wasn't having it. So I was like, okay, we'll try again in 30 minutes. So we came out, played for 30 minutes. I set a timer. We went back. It took an hour again to put her to sleep, and there was a lot less crying. She kind of knew what was going on, but still didn't like it. Fell asleep, and then she was asleep for 30 minutes. About 30 minutes, because I waited for her to make sure she was asleep for 10 minutes, came out, and it gave me enough time to like read my little daily Grace Co motherhood devotional, but I didn't get to read my Bible in that time. But interestingly enough, the devotion was talking about how there's no season that you shouldn't, that you have no excuse. Hi. You gonna wave? Hi. Yeah. I'm talking to the camera. It's weird, huh? So basically the devotional was saying how there's no excuse to not be in the Word no matter what season of life you're in. Like, it's the most important thing, and you need to be making time for it, basically, which really got to me because I've kind of been using motherhood as an excuse to not be reading my Bible, which I've known isn't right, and I feel it in my bones. Like, I start getting my old self back. I'm like angry and impatient, and just can't handle my emotions. And when I start feeling that way, I'm like, oh yeah, it's because I'm not nourishing my soul with God's word. Like, hello. So it felt nice to get that in, and then she woke up from that nap, and then we tried again about 3 for her like last nap of the day before bed, and that took about 27 minutes to put her down, so that was a success, and she slept for 40 minutes. So during that nap, I kind of just like laid down for a second, but before I knew it, she was awake. And then I tried, just for giggles, to see if she would go down into her crib at nighttime. And I tried around 7 because she had only had 2 short naps, so I was trying to give her an earlier bedtime. Usually we start winding down for bed around 7, and then she falls asleep at like 7:30 or 8. But she did fall asleep in my arms, but then as soon as I put her down, she just started giggling and then cracking up and was like, haha, Mom, like, I'm not sleeping in my crib for bed, you're crazy. Yeah. But I'd say it was a success. We're gonna try again today for her first nap, and then I'm going to Costco with my mom when she wakes up from that. So then we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But I just wanted to update you guys on where I've been, and I'm gonna try to really make this a part of my routine again. because it is very fun. I enjoy making videos, and I love having something to look back on Alice's growth. So if anything, they'll just be kind of like home videos. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. There she goes. Yeah, there's my bubbles. Whoop. Good save.